You know what I mean? Rather than looking for more, doing less bullshit creates much more. Spending your time wisely, focusing your time and attention, your efforts on your goals, and not letting anybody hijack you or take you for a ride. You know what I mean? Energy vampires and shit.
Yeah, and that's kind of the situation I'm in with everybody I'm surrounded with. So I'm just trying to get to a spot where I can make enough money to get into my own place. And once I get into my own place, I can be more of a, I can be calmer in my own, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, the stuff happening right now is very, very, it's a sick house in a sense, like, there's lead in the water. You know what I'm saying? Like, this house is made, and, my mother extremely sick, and probably even my sister sick.
Right.
And on top of that, everybody in there has their own issues that they're not dealing with. So that's all there the whole time. Meanwhile, I'm trying to be Mr., you know, hold my own fucking hand. You know? And it just acknowledged, like, something. I'm not going to be able to stay here for very much longer.
Right.
Because
that's wise though to recognize that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and she's got to get to where she's got to go, and she wants to take me with her, and I get paid to take care of her.
This your mother?
This is my brothers. Like, all my brothers and sisters are half brothers. We're all half brothers and sisters. Either through the mom or the dad. Like, that's my family. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But they're all not giving a shit because they're all holding a grudge against their mom, except for my sister, who's been there, taking care of her the whole time. Right? So she's done all the work with taking care of her, but she's got her own baby.
Right.
So she wants to get away from that and live her own life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And here I am kind of just like, well, I don't know if I got housing coming up here because I can't find a job or an income at this current moment. The only thing I can really do is sit at the house and kind of avoid the bullshit and do some writing or some reading or something like that, because it's much better to do an audiobook or a documentary or something informative.
Right.
That's what I usually fall asleep to.
Right.
I'll even fall asleep to, like, stuff that isn't that, but it's not nothing negative before I go to sleep, and because of the way my brain is, and no other way about it, like, my brain works differently, and my brain works differently simply because, I don't have dreams very often. I don't. When I went to therapy and had to do these little exercises of seeing things in your head,
You're gonna naturally want to do that hard work.
right?
You know what I mean? But if you don't have passion for what you do, you're gonna, oh man, anybody on all that shit. Like, I'm good. But then there's this dude, his name is Cal Newport. He wrote this book called Deep Work. And his premise was you got to be able to lock in on what you're doing to the point where not even your eyeballs can move away if you see like something out the corner of your eye. If you do that, you got to start over again. That's not considered